Hi, everyone. This is acyuta-bhava from Nightlight Astrology. It is Friday, January 17th, and today I'm going to take a look at the upcoming transits from Mercury and the Sun to the planet Uranus. This is being amplified today by the fact that the moon in Scorpio is also opposing Uranus and squaring Mercury. But let's take a look and see what's going on. So you can see this forming in the sky right now. Here's the Sun and Mercury. And here's the moon kind of getting in on the action. And both of these planets have aspect today and all the way through next week with Uranus. So Uranus in Taurus, Mercury is in Aquarius, the sun will jump into Aquarius and then make the square on its own. Moon just for today in Scorpio making the aspect as well. So what can you expect from this transit? Because it's a big one and this energy will be with us all the way through next week now. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is that Uranus is a planet that is all about breaking out of convention or normalcy, and often defiantly, rebelliously, suddenly, eccentrically, in unexpected ways, sometimes explosively and even violently. The mercurial and solar aspects to Uranus are of the more positive and generally more constructive, say, compared to Venus or the moon, where the yin doesn't match so well all the time with Uranus for reasons I won't get into. But the reason that it's more constructive with Sun and Mercury is that both of these planets have a lot to do with the mind. The Sun was originally, by Vettius Valens, said to be the organ of the soul's perception. And Indian astrologers talk about it in a similar manner in relation to the soul. The mind with Mercury as well. When you hit that revolutionary Uranus, any aspect from Mercury or the Sun, especially hard aspects, there are oftentimes more dramatic or cathartic, intense, dynamic, or pivotal experiences of mental breakthrough, sudden mental illumination, moments of great clarity or inspiration, moments where the mind, the speech, the intellect is breaking through suddenly with great brilliance. An epiphany or moment of inventiveness can come through. And generally speaking, we start to see what is possible outside of the context of the status quo that we're currently involved with. That energy can come, pretty rapidly and suddenly, and it can, one can feel actually a little manic with it. One can feel a little scatterbrained, or sometimes like you've gotten plugged into the electrical, to an outlet. There can be a feeling of more intense mental agitation, verbal communicative agitation. Nervous system can be affected. You can deal with problems or glitches with cars or technology. Things can go astray that you plan or organize. It's easy to be more erratic with your thinking and speech, to go off the rails. It's easy to become possessed by an idea that comes suddenly and feels very important, and you might even get quite defiant or rebellious about it. But the Sun also comes with this sense of potential kind of like eccentric, big, dramatic, egotistical. The Sun with Uranus, for example, can be the person who's sort of the mad scientist with the hair, just like, and they're just like, ah. So, you can become a mad scientist. Your ego can become really sort of inflamed with the idea of progress, success, victory, and at all costs, and don't tell me I can't do it. So these kinds of energies can be pretty pronounced. You can also see sudden, dramatic, or unexpected events related to fathers or heads of state, or presidents, or leaders, or CEOs. Anything that acts as the formal or official head or father or organizing source or central idea can be challenged in some way. Not a bad thing all the time. But you do want to be careful of like foot and mouth syndrome, burning bridges, and generally being, defiant to a fault. Speaking your mind is one thing, but you want to be careful who you're speaking it to, basically. The other thing that can happen is there can be technological discoveries, breakthroughs in scientific understanding. You may find that there's some very liberating thought that comes into your life and makes your life a lot easier. Uranus, after all, is a planet of greater freedom and liberation, which can be really awesome. So watch for those energies over, say, the course of the next week, but all the way until next Wednesday. Over the weekend, it's more of the mercurial. So you want to be, if your plans are to travel or go somewhere that's busy, or you're going in subways or whatever, don't be surprised if there's some erratic or kind of unpredictable energy around traveling. It's pretty common for Mercury, Uranus. Be careful about what impulses you follow and sort of how quickly you follow them. I always forget when my stupid water's in the way. Sorry, guys. Sitting there, you're like having to stare at my bottle. So if you plan something, like you're planning a trip, just know that there can be unexpected zigzags, right? That's sort of the, you could think of Uranus also like a bolt of lightning, just like it hits, you're like, whoa, like I could have died, or something like that. But then right away, you're also like, it might also just feel like I slammed one of those energy drinks, like it suddenly like enlivens you. So if you feel that, you can note that Uranus is in the air. I'd love to hear what kinds of revelations, epiphanies, sudden unexpected moments are coming through for you. Leave your comments in the comments section. I hope you'll have a great weekend. I'll be in touch with more shortly. And don't forget, last night was the first night of my 3-part series on the nodes of the moon. Not too late to sign up. If you want to join, you can get the audio video you missed. 2 more classes to go. They should be really fun. All right, that's what I've got for you guys. Have a great weekend. Like I said, take care. Bye.